Hello, thank you for joining me again. Today I'm going to elaborate on people that can't be helped, those that are beyond help. And sadly, it has become apparent I've got quite a personal example to this, which wasn't going to share this originally, but I think it needs to be said, and I hope maybe they will see it, give them some ideas, and I just feel you should know as well. So, regular viewers will know that I had a guy contact me before Christmas, didn't have any food, wanted my help, which I gave to him. And I was then contacted by an amazing gentleman called Dave, who was reasonably local to this chap and offered quite an amazing amount of assistance. Once in a lifetime. These things like this don't happen. So the offer was basically to support him, get him flat, get him on his feet, which is what we've both done. Found him somewhere to live, Dave's guaranteed him, paid his deposit, paid his rent. Whilst waiting for the flat to go through, put him in a hotel. Once the flat had gone through, I've been up here, I've been going getting all his white goods, completely fitted out his flat with everything you could need. Things that the majority of people have to go without for a considerable amount of time. Every washing machine, microwave, fridge, you name it. Dave, amazing man that he is, paid for it and got it. Now, before I offered this guy the assistance and I put the two together, I was be sure that I was doing this for the right person and that, they weren't going to take the piss. And I made this very clear, I really did. And without sounding like an arse, I also made it very clear that I don't want to be messed about. You don't want me as your enemy when it comes to this. You really don't, because it's not fair when there's people out there that deserve and want this help. And obviously, Dave has offered me quite a considerable amount of help, which at first, I've been trying to make it on my own, as you know. So this also boils down to this chap's behaviour reflects upon me. So, it's made me very angry, and I'll just fill you in with what I've had to deal with. The guy isn't an addict, he isn't an alcoholic, okay? So it's not a case of he needs to do what he's doing, he wants to do what he's doing. He spent this whole time in the hotel essentially just getting off his nut, which, okay, at first sympathise to a degree, maybe dealing with a lot of trauma, things are changing, can be hard for people to deal with. So, I've tried to talk to him. I said, this isn't on. This really isn't on. Especially when Dave's taking his time out to come over and take him shopping, and he gets here and he's off his nut. So, as you know, everything happened with my job. I'll just quickly expand on that. So obviously I met an amazing woman who got me a job at the company she worked within. The department I was working in isn't her department. She had to approach the director of that department to obviously get me working there. And, as per usual, all promises were made, which I take with a pinch of salt these days, and just generally I found, other than Dave and Adam, people, when they offer to do something, it's only because it's in their interests. You know what I mean? They basically, out of me, they got a highly skilled worker for very little money. So I went and worked in this department. The guy that was the director of the department didn't want me there. Found whatever reason he could to get rid of me before my probation was over. Devastating. But I didn't have a problem with the woman that got me the job in the first place. She was a friend. We used to go out for dinner. Not heard from her since, so I'm quite upset about that. But promises people make, I've come to learn, it's usually something because it's in their interests, other than Adam and Dave. And also, Adam, you're amazing. If your parents ever see this, they should be so proud of the amazing man that they've raised. Wow, mate, for the age that you are, you're a ledge. Complete ledge, you're my brother. Anyway, back to point. So, I've come up here because obviously I've lost my home from my job and I've got a van. So I've said to Dave, I can stay in the van. I don't expect you to be spending money unnecessarily. It's not a problem. But no, he's sort of insisted. And then I ended up, I'd shared a hotel room with this guy I'm helping whilst we're waiting for his flat to be ready. Now, there was an issue with his flat where the water had been turned off. And there isn't a stopcock within the property. It's in another property, locked, can't get to it. I'm a plumber, I know what I'm looking for. So I've been dealing with the letting agent, they don't know, can't get hold of the landlord, and like, I've been doing this, right? And it gets to a point where I'm thinking, this ain't my problem. This is your flat, mate. This is you need to be dealing with the letting agent. We've just agreed to help you. Things that, beyond that, you're an adult, you need to sort this stuff out yourself. So the fact he's getting off his nut all the time, I've just thought, no, I'm not prioritising your well-being over mine anymore. Not. And your behaviour, like I said, is a reflection upon me. Any help that I could be offered from Dave could be taken away by the way that you are behaving, because I can't leave Dave put up with it. But he's much like myself. If he makes a promise to someone, he keeps that promise. No matter how hard that is. And I made a promise to help this guy, and I will keep that promise because I've had so many promises broken. But I will not go out of my way. I will only do what is necessary, and I will not put his well-being before mine anymore. So anyway, no running water in the flat. We get to a day when so we carried on in the hotel. Great expense. Whilst it gets sorted. He's not doing anything to get sorted. Then it gets to a day, washing machine's going to be delivered. It's going to be between 7 and 10. So obviously I've got to take him there. Don't really want to talk to the geezer, but I'll agree to take him there. Text him. Be up and be ready at 6:15 AM to leave. Not, I need to go and have a joint before I have a shower. 6:15 comes, knock on his door, no answer, phone turned off, washing machine don't come. Really pissed off now. Really pissed off. So the hotel's booked to the end of today, which is the end of the week, and has made perfectly clear, you haven't made any effort to get the water sorted out, to get your washing machine delivered. You know, it ain't our problem. You've got your flat, you wanted the flat, we've guaranteed you, we've got you in there. Sort the rest out yourself, like an adult. You know, we ain't your parents. So today's come, he's got to get out of the hotel by midday. You know, I've agreed to get him a taxi over there. Not answered any of our calls or texts all week. I'll get a knock from the staff on my door. He ain't left. Bang on the door. I can see through the spile, the light, yeah. And obviously, I see a shadow. I can see he's behind it. I'm like, mate, I can see a shadow. Like, I know you're there. You get out. You can get out. They're going to call the police. Oh, I thought it was till the end of next week. I know you didn't. We were telling you all week, yeah. Get your shit. Get out. You go into your flat. Sort it out yourself. Well, I feel like even though there's no running water, we've both offered to, like, you know, get as many big 10-litre bottles of water as we can to take over there so he's got water. Made no effort. It's not our problem now, it just isn't, yeah? So yeah, he's gone over to his flat, and I can imagine he's probably still there getting off his head, and I am furious and disappointed, ashamed and upset, okay? I am furious as to what I've had to go through all over these years that this guy hasn't had to experience, and he's become along and babied out of it. I'm upset because of how he's taken the complete piss out of Dave. Okay, and I'm ashamed because it's a reflection upon me. I've said countless times, if you are homeless, everything you do is a reflection upon every other homeless person out there. Don't sink in. I'm not the only person like me. I'm really not. Yeah, and I thought better of this guy. Okay, and it's just upset me that someone that could really deserve this could have got this help. But anyway, it is what it is. So where am I at? Well, I say Dave. Wow, amazing guy. I don't even know how to say this. I'm trying to get some pictures into this for you to see it. Basically, I've been given a budget, and I've found a property to buy outright. Dave's buying it outright. It's my home. The financial side of that is I will keep out of this, but it is my home. It is outright. It is owned. It's my home. Okay, and I can't believe it's pinched me. You know what I mean? This was my long-term plan as to where I could get enough cash together that I could go and buy something outright. I'm too old to be getting mortgages and stuff. You know, it's my only way I'd ever own my own home again was if I bought it outright. And Dave's come along. He's done that for me. Like, thank you, Dave. Thank you. I can't say it enough. On top of that, I'm sorting my gas out, getting my business back. I'll be self-sufficient within the next few months completely. Prior to that, the agreement is, because I've got quite a few medical issues, being on the streets has taken a huge toll on my health. Stress I've been under has taken a huge toll on my health, physically and mentally. And I'm not a well person, really not. You look at the videos from a couple of years ago to now, you can see how much it's aged me, what I've had to go through. So yeah, I've got to sort these issues out, do my gas, get in my new place, start my life again. And I will continue to try and help people, and I will continue to spread this message. I just wish I'd helped someone who'd been more grateful, more deserving. But I won't stop, because as much as an idiot as this guy is, no one deserves to go through the things that I went through. And I don't ever want another person to go through that. This guy himself, the time he spent on the streets wasn't a great deal. He doesn't know how lucky he is, because I'm a strong person and I barely survived. He wouldn't stood a chance. Just wouldn't have. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. Big love. Chat soon.